Yes guys, David Speaks Football here, and I had to do a video on the go again. As you can see, I'm not in the studio, I'm not at home, but I had to do something. Baleba. Can you believe this news from David Ornstein? Just unbelievable. Listen, a lot of you have followed me, you know I'm pretty negative, and I think I'm in my rights to be negative. We finished 15th, we were an absolute disgrace at the end of last season, losing the finals to Tottenham. I was just at the end of it. I was at the end of my tether. Our team just looked poisonous, right? Then this summer transfer window came and I was like, had no faith in Ineos, straight up. After deleting people's packed lunches and getting Dan Ashworth in, then getting rid of him, all of these things was just like, they can't get anything right and surely they're going to absolutely fuck up the summer. That was what was going on in my head. And then Jim Ratcliffe did that interview with Gary Neville and he was talking about how, you know, we have to cost cut because otherwise things are just going to go absolutely downhill. We won't be able to run this club. And then Gary Neville suggested, well, you know, when it was for the money for the legends, because basically Man United were paying the legends some like a salary every month to look after them, and rightfully so. And they cut that out. And Gary Neville said, why don't you just do like a charity function with Bruno, Maguire? I'm sure you would cover that. And Radcliffe responded, I'm sure you guys saw this. Oh, no one suggested that. Straight away, I was like, oh my God, who's working for this guy? These guys, I mean, I could have suggested that. Guys, you could have suggested that to fix the issue. So I was worried. I was majorly worried. Mate, this summer's come. Cunha and Mbumo. Obviously, I've told you already how I felt about that. I felt like they were just embellishment for a spine that is not there. Onana's still there. Our midfield's still a problem. The striker's still a problem. And I felt like these number 10s come wingers, that's what they are in this system, right? Was just, I've said this analogy already in my last video. They're just like putting a pair of new rims on an absolute dinger on a Fiat Punto, right? No offense to who's got a Fiat Punto. It's not fixing the problem. I literally said it in the last video. And now with links to Baleba, and obviously today, Sesko basically being over the line, jury's still out on Sesko. I feel like he's living off of that goal he scored against Bayern Munich, you know. Listen, I can score that in five-a-side and live off it for the rest of my life also. He needs to prove himself. I'm a bit worried that Sesko is just going to be another Højlund. But that's me being negative. Let me not be negative. This is positive, right? Man United have apparently made contact with Brighton for Baleba. Listen, Brighton are midfield masters. Whoever gets these midfielders for Brighton, Caicedo, Basuma, now Baleba, I mean, help us out. Show us how to get a midfield. I said this in my last video, we've had midfield problems for over a decade. We haven't had a proper midfield since Michael Carrick. Straight up. This is major news. If we get this sorted this summer, maybe not this summer, maybe it's next summer, who knows. If we get this sorted this summer and a goalkeeper, this is an absolute game changer, guys. An absolute game changer. I just made my debut on the football terrace. So, I mean, amazing. Thanks for having me, guys. So go check that out. Go see how I came across. Hopefully I represented my page, David Speaks Football. And yeah, this seems like it's getting real. I only started this 6 weeks ago. So it's quite surreal. Here I am doing on-the-go YouTube videos in the middle of a block, like, you know, crazy stuff. Like, listen, it's only early days, but listen, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Please like, subscribe, and do all of those things. But to summarize this brief video, unbelievable. Ineos, fair play. Fair play to you, like Cunha, Mbumo, Sesko, Baleba, Donnarumma. These three are confirmed. If we can get those two as well, mate, Arsenal, you're getting smashed in the first game. Gyökeres looks like a bum. Amorim knew what he was doing. Gyökeres looks like an absolute bum. If in that opening game, Arsenal fans, if we've got Cunha, Mbumo, Sesko, Baleba and Donnarumma in that starting lineup, mate, Mr. Glock 14 ain't doing nothing. Guys, as I said, like, subscribe, catch you on the next video. The next video I will be at home with that David Speaks Football sign, the trademark, back in the studio. But please keep supporting. Hopefully you still like these videos, even though I'm not in the usual setup. It's been emotional. Catch you on the next one. Boom.